false start that was. Hello everyone, it's Ethan McKinley.
Hello, it's Ellie Fitzgerald.
It's her as well. We are back. It's episode 34. And we're going from minute 66, sorry, to 68. Oh my god. Today's charming bumper music is from Ramin Djawadi, which is Ellie's favourite score. Which is the score to Pacific Rim, a film she's yet to see. Spat in your eye there. Sorry, Eleanor.
Is that the one where the two dudes are inside the robot's head and that looked fucking amazing?
Did it actually?
It looks so good.
Why?
Because it just looks awesome. The way the different components all go together, and the fact that one can, the fact that
crazy walking.
It looks so cool, and the concept of like a huge sea monster like fighting this robot. Don't know. It just looked really really cool. Didn't you say it's a what's his name? Guillermo del Toro or something?
Guillermo del Toro.
That guy. Is he involved in this movie?
He is. He's the director and writer and director of the film. And he's fighting to get Pacific Rim 2 made. And that's been happening for about 3 years now. But because Pacific Rim was considered a flop, even though
actually, do you know what? In the group that I'm in on Facebook...
Pacific Rim Toys?
It's a poster for Pacific Rim 2.
Huh? No,
Someone's...
That's probably a fake.
Well, it looks really cool. I'll show it to you anyway. But we can put it on the page.
Guillermo del Toro basically has been saying, by the way, let's start the music.
Oh yeah.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger to me.
Hi, I'm Chief Master Sergeant William Candy.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, yeah.
And we're back.
And we're back. Guillermo del Toro was saying...
What was he saying?
he just keeps saying Pacific Rim's going to happen, but I don't think it will because it didn't make enough money. The studio didn't think it made enough money at the worldwide box office. I think it did about... You know what? Let's box office mojo it. Pacific Rim...
Oh my god!
office.
Can you imagine if that happened? I've just seen a poster, Iron Man versus Predator.
Save it, send it to me. Yeah, Pacific Rim did 411 million in the US, so that's pretty good.
How much?
I know, I tell a lie. Right, it did domestically, its budget was 190 million, so the budget for Pacific Rim was nearly $200 million, right?
Shit the bed.
Now, the domestic total is what decides if a film generally gets made into a sequel. For some bizarre reason, they ignore the worldwide take. They always go for the American thing, basically. So the domestic American total in the grosses for Pacific Rim were $101,800,000, basically.
Oh my god, all that stuff is 70 quid.
Tag it. We'll come back to it in a bit.
Tag it.
Yeah, right, so it only made 24% of its budget back in America, so that's not a good sign, right?
No.
Foreign worldwide takings did 300 million, so that in and of itself is still not that good. So it only did 400 million, it doubled its money back, basically.
Basically.
So it did 220 million over its budget. Now you have to bear in mind, Ellie, that most
I'm
big
bearing in
films
mind.
spend the same amounts that they did on the budget that they do in marketing and advertising. So let's say if Pacific Rim cost 350 odd million to make, it's not turned a profit enough to consider making it a sequel.
Shit, son.
So I don't think Pacific Rim will ever happen.
Aww.
And also I think with Guillermo, I think the films look amazing. You saw what was the last film you did? The Haunted House one. Crimson Peak.
Oh, Crimson Peak.
Yeah.
I thought it was alright. You hated it.
Well, I didn't hate it. It was just very flat and boring. It was like a bit like the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes. And it was like a.
Oh my god!
Do you not
do
agree,
not
though?
no! I do not agree with you at all. The Granada.
Let me finish what I was going to say. I didn't mean it like it's like Sherlock Holmes. It was like a TV drama with a slightly bigger budget, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I can understand why you say that.
It didn't seem good enough to be a film. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, all right, the ghosts looked cool and stuff, and the house was cool, but nothing really happened in the house, did it?
Look, there's loads of Pacific Rim 2 pictures. Or are they just fucking with me?
That is the artwork from Pacific Rim 1, and they've just put a 200.
I can't find the one on Facebook, but I will, and I'll send it to you when I do find it.
Yeah, that's all concept art, basically.
Ah.
Won't be needing that. Just threw Ellie's phone away. Being distracted.
What's that? Get rid of it.
So no, I can't see. I mean, you can watch it. I didn't think it was that good either. The idea is great and some cool sequences in it, but as a film, I don't think it just hangs together that well.
I just don't think you like the main dude that plays Loki.
Tom Hiddleston. No, he's all right.
There was something so weirdly hot about him in that film. I think it's just because he was really dark and he was a bit of a bad man.
But we all know he's just a fat-faced Mick Hucknall ginger boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Never in any other film have I thought he's hot apart from Crimson Peak. And it wasn't like I was frothing.
My issue's not necessarily with him. It's just this general classism that you have in film.
That everyone has to come from Eton or Cambridge or
Harrow or
Harrow.
Oxbridge. You know what I'm saying?
I knew what you were doing.
Like Jimmy Kai was at the party on Monday. He was there. I forgot to say him. Sacha Baron Cohen. They're both Oxbridge people. David Baddiel, I think, is Oxford or Cambridge. It's the same. I don't know.
Do you know what? Almost all of those people are Jews.
Yeah. But hats off to Sacha Baron Cohen who went into a synagogue in Jerusalem.
I love Sacha. I've told you, we know his brother.
And got chased out of there like with axes and stuff.
Dude, I could probably I could speak to Ollie and maybe get you in touch with Sacha Baron Cohen's brother and do a podcast with him.
What does he do?
Oh my god, he's like a lecturer / researcher / he's like insanely intelligent.
He wouldn't want to talk to me then.
Oh, that's not true.
What have you got to say about this clip anyway, Lee? Essentially, the clip covers minutes 66 to 68. I was going to say it.
What does the clip cover, Ethan?
It ends with the RV on the road. And Arnold basically is explaining, answering some of the questions Ellie had in the last episode, basically.
Actually does answer most of the questions I had in the last episode.
Qualms and issues, go.
Would you get signal in the desert? I can't see any telephone lines. And Bruce is going, I can't get a goddamn signal. Go.
This is going to annoy Ellie. This might put a sour note on the show, but you can in fact get a signal in the desert.
Okay.
Because I was able to send texts while I was driving and everyone was asleep in the back of the RV driving to Burning Man from Vegas all through Nevada through the Tonopah range. I texted Sophie, so I got a text through. Not sure if the phone would have worked. I did come back to a £660 bill though, so it probably wouldn't recommend if you are next to Area 51. Don't send several texts, basically.
Oh my god.
Now, me sending text wasn't really the issue. What it was, and this is why I left
Tis
Orange.
was.
There's a thing on your phone called roaming.
Roaming. You left your roaming on.
Well, no, I turned that off. But there's something else that you're supposed to turn off called phone data.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to turn off both things. No, Orange only sends.
Isn't that through a
data.
Galaxy though?
No, it was something. Whatever the equivalent is on the iPhone, there were two things you meant to switch off to do with data.
iPhone's easy though. You just switch off your No? I've never been charged for roaming or anything.
I had a massive bill, and that was with Orange. That's
and he doesn't mean dollar bills.
And I argued the task. I was like, "You told me I need to turn off roaming data, and that was it." So either you're not trying.
I lied.
You're lying, and you don't tell people. So you.
There's the truth. And the truth.
Then you just get your duty manager to come and go, no, we're not doing it, and he's the highest person you can get to technically. Or they're not training their staff properly, but they wouldn't budge. You had to pay the goddamn bill, and you lost the customer. So that's the noise you can
kiss Ethan's ass.
I know you're going to fall apart without my custom.
Cool. So that's answered my question. Would there be signal in the desert?
Yes.
Awesome. Do we not think that the?
Having said that, this is 2003, so there wouldn't be any signal because there wouldn't be any good mobile phones, to be honest. To be fair.
Noted. The wounds in the side of the Terminator's neck massively look like vampire bites.
They do. Which I had an issue with contestation with.
He's wagging his finger at me. Which one?
Well, all vampire films, apart from Interview, they don't really ever show the raggedy mess that your neck would be if someone bit your neck in order to successfully suck blood out of you. They put these two little pinpricks. That means you have to get your teeth in two perfect lines and turn your head on the side and get the jugular and puncture the two arteries and then suck it out. It's just these two lovely little holes on the neck. I don't buy it.
No, I don't buy it either. Although, like you said, with Interview, they don't do that.
Well, Interview, they've got like little rows of teeth, haven't they? And, you know, then I guess that's a little bit more realistic. But even then, it's just like you'd have to actually get a legitimate hole and nip to get the blood to flow out. Also,
legitimate hole.
9 pints of blood in the body. Does that entire 9 pints-ish go into the vampire?
I guess.
Okay.
They're made up of blood. So yeah, I just thought that the wounds looked a lot like vampire bites. Wonder if that was intentional or not. Probably not.
Well,
But
I guess
hey.
they're meant to be bullets, aren't they?
It's in this 2 minutes that my question about what would happen to the Terminator if Kate and John died, and he says that he would have no reason to exist, but he doesn't actually say what would actually happen to him.
What would you do, Bandar, if I died and you needed a new Janetto made? I would not. My fluids would coagulate and I would die. What's that from?
Star Wars?
Coneheads.
Coneheads. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was probably like 8 the last time I saw that.
Is it shit?
I don't know. I literally haven't seen it since I was 8.
Okay.
It's like a vivid memory. I'd have to revisit. Although
Vivid memories. Also, listeners, some of you out there, and if you're not, please come and join Don't Cross the Memes, the Facebook group that I'm heavily involved in. Well,
it's not
I didn't
Ethan's
start the
page.
group, but I'm its biggest contributor.
Although Ethan did almost get the cunt cave shut down by inviting and
animal rights
adding a
activists.
fucking fake titted bimbo who loves
If
a,
any
who
of
loves
the-
a beat.
If any of the listeners out there are with the cunt cave, you'll probably have read the post anyway. This girl tried to name and shame me in a page full of total gangsters, and she got
Complete. I mean, these are the wrongest things you can find on the internet that go into this private group, which I invited Ethan to a few months ago, and then Ethan just decided to add
Betrayed his
everyone,
position.
literally. And for a wee while, we were scared that the group was under investigation because of this chick.
Well,
He was like,
but it's been reinstated.
Ethan McKinley, you stooped to a new low. Why don't you just burn yourself? Like, what was it? Set yourself on fire. Delete yourself from my friends list. It's like, fuck off, love. The comments after were amazing. They were so funny. Some are quite apt.
They were. Rubber face. But in the Don't Cross the Memes, which I'm more shocked by, because like all of it's quite good fun and very tame. I've posted, as some of the listeners may have seen, a few Hitler memes. The Fast and the Furious.
Guess who?
Guess Who.
As opposed to Guess Who, the
Do the right
family
thing.
fun board game.
Love Potion number 9.
You should
someone
put- you should-
inbox me and said it's deeply offensive, the Hitler memes. I'm just like, I got them off Kevin Smith's comedy website. He's like, there's no excuse.
Well, you got Guess Who from me.
It was in my phone, so I don't know.
It was from me.
I've seen it before though. But
Dude,
the
I
point
sent you
is,
that like
yes,
ages
terrible
ago.
things were done, but like, you can find fun in terrible things.
Put
Like,
Adolf Hipster in there. I love that one. It's so good.
Send me that and I'll put it up.
Okay.
I'll take the bullet.
Oh no, I'll do it.
You do it. You
I'll
take the
do
bullet.
it, yeah.
See the response you get.
Come at me, Dan. Oh.
Right, we've got some trivia.
Hit us with it.
Right. An
The
early
music's
draft had
amazing.
the early draft of the script had a completely different storyline from the one in the film, so it probably would have been a better one. In this other film, which never happened, this like alt universe through the mirror world, Terminator 3, that none of us will
The
ever
mirror
see. John Connor is a successful computer programmer who ends up being an instrumental person in the activation of Skynet, purely by accident. Sarah Connor is also featured in the film, and the evil Terminator is a shapeshifter, but it's a gaseous energy form.
Ooh, gassy.
Not sure that would have worked. Maybe I could have played the part.
You are very gassy.
Flick some tag about right, everyone know where the gas is coming from.
I also discovered why the T-800 follows Brewster's command and not John's, and that is because this particular Terminator is programmed to follow the command of Captain Brewster. And then John goes, but why? I can't tell you that. So Kate goes, but why? He goes, because John was dead. And you're second in command.
Oh, so she's programmed the Terminator. Oh, wow.
It was actually her that sent that particular Terminator back to look after them, I guess.
Wow.
Actually, that makes no sense whatsoever. So, if it was Catherine Brewster that sent the Terminator back in time, why would Catherine Brewster of the future not have programmed this Terminator to protect her dad as well? I think I've just made a very good point.
You don't. I think it just shows the complacency of Kate Bruce of the future.
Silly woman!
She's
Never put a woman in second command.
She's sent it through the time on, and she's like, "Fuck." Can we say another one? They're like, "No, we don't have enough." What can we do? Can we throw a letter through or something?
That's amazing. A letter, a pigeon.
As soon as Arnold arrives in that glass thing in the middle of the desert, he just gets hit in the back of the head with a brick that just comes out of nowhere.
With a note attached to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Save my dad. You're not my dad.
The end of this scene, Ellie, by the way, if you want to cock up.
Cock up.
At the end of the scene where they're by the trailer, when the camera is on the Terminator.
Can you please read your sodding notes before you read them out loud on the show?
Yeah, the end of the scene when they're by the trailer, when the camera's on the Terminator,
Cretin.
the camera tilts down, revealing an apple box underneath the table.
An apple box?
Yeah.
I
have
think
no idea what that means.
that's my mum. Bear with me 2 seconds. Keep going, keep going.
I'll wrap up, just go.
No, it's fine. I'll just let her in. Keep going.
Oh God, what do we do? Ellie's mum has just arrived, and oh God, I'm on man. The pressure. Right, how does that cock up work? At the end of the scene, when they're by the trailer, when the camera is on the Terminator, the camera tilts down, revealing an apple box underneath the table. That means nothing, does it? Why did I write that in? Why did I even write that in? That just makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh, Ellie's back. Have you got any more points you want to take before we wrap up, Ellie?
I've got loads of points.
Oh God. Should we save it for the next episode?
It's fine. It doesn't matter, dude.
Okay.
She's here now.
Keep going.
She's busying herself in the kitchen. Good woman.
Keep going.
Yeah. I thought it was quite funny how Kate and John interact, and maybe it's their kind of like style of flirting, where she finds out that she's actually going to be John's spouse, and she looks at him and she goes,
I'm gonna fuck this guy.
"But you're a mess." It's like, well, look at your ex-boyfriend.
Well, he actually is a mess because he got eviscerated by the TX.
Yeah, but I think
Same-
even though
same
Monkey
flipped
Boy
over.
does my head in, I think I would choose him over her previous fiance.
By the way, Ellie, have you seen Psycho?
I have seen Psycho.
Have you seen Psycho 2
No.
by Tom Holland who did Fright Night?
No?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing when I get back. And then John says, well, you're not exactly my type either. But the whole time he's talking to her, his eyes are flicking up and down, and he's totally checking out her non-existent rack. I just thought that was quite funny. Oh, the next thing I wanted to mention was the Terminator talks about how the Resistance originally captured the original Terminator.
Yes.
And he said that originally I had an assassination mission.
Yes.
Why would the Resistance? So the Resistance are those guys, right?
Yes.
Why would they turn him into an assassination Terminator? I know that doesn't make any sense. But
He already is an assassination Terminator. They have to program him not to be that.
no, but he said that they originally so before. Okay,
Yeah,
right. That's clear in my head
that's what
now.
their job is.
But also, how does this particular Terminator know that?
Because he was told.
Yeah, that's fine. That's my mum just coming up the stairs. Yeah, we're just recording. It's cool.
Just recording. A radio show.
The Terminator podcast, you know.
Hello. How are you
It's
doing?
fine. Ethan's mum has many times come in. Hi,
She
mum.
was actually on one of the shows, wasn't she?
She was on loads of the shows. She was on loads of the shows.
Quick, wrap it up. You've got to go.
Okay, my last question, and I guess this one's for Spoldner.
Well, I shaved my
Please
beard.
don't watch me. That's really unnerving.
Just watch
Face
her.
the wall.
Watch her.
Face the wall.
It's not the Blair Witch podcast.
That would be pretty good. I guess this question would be for Spoldner. She actually,
the wall.
she's
You
so
have to face the wall.
she's so well behaved. Every man's perfect woman. Don't look at me. Sorry. What is John making in the first two in the opening scene?
A bomb.
Yeah, but what kind of bomb?
The one that explodes.
But I guess that's for Spoldner. Can you tell from what he's using and the components that he's knocking together? What kind of explosive is it?
Anything else?
That's everything from me.
Excellent.
Anything else from you?
Wrap it
You're
up,
so
Ellie.
uncomfortable.
So we're at the end. You've got to go.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you for listening.
Oh my
Michelle-
god,
What?
you've gone so weird.
I'm so nervous. Thank you all for listening. Michelle returns tomorrow with another show. If you are listening, you might notice the YouTube shows on YouTube anymore because we've been hit with another copyright embargo by a different company.
Who's the company?
Warner Brothers, Lionsgate, and what's the other one?
I think
Sony.
it's because I slate Juice so much.
And
Warner Brothers are
weirdly,
onto me.
What is it? Studio Canal, who have re-blocked some of the episodes. I think it all comes
Studio C
I
Anal.
think it all comes under the umbrella of that Bad Boy Productions thing that owns all the copyright infringement.
Those wankers.
I don't think they actually. It's an automatic thing because nothing in the show actually violates that.
No.
He said.
We shall not be defeated. The show must go on. But yeah, thank you so much. Really?
If they ban it from YouTube, there's no point doing it anymore because it's silly just.
No, they can't ban the whole thing. Once we tweaked the last few, it was fine.
We didn't tweet the last few.
I mean, in the last season.
Nothing was tweaked. I think the problem is this time because I've put that like animated intro to the show.
Oh, okay.
That's obviously.
Well, then just get rid of the animated intro.
I will.
Enjoy fucking Jules.
No, well,
I will.
No, because I didn't have an animated intro in the last one. It still got blocked. I think it's just some cyclical, automatic thing that comes around. It goes, "Oh, what's this?" and forgets that thing was resolved like a month or two ago.
Well, we just need to change. We just can't put in clips from the film then, or stills. We'll just have to find a different way of doing it.
Yeah. Well,
I think you should draw pictures. You're good at drawing.
Yeah, it's doing even more today. Look.
God damn it. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in.
Oh, we've got a message back from Studio Canal. We're on it. It's going to get resolved anyway. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. Hasta la vista.
Baby.
Watch out for machines. They're unstoppable. Watch out for machines. They will rule the world. I'll be back.